something behind us.
Good morning. On this day, we went on the Chickadee Trail, which is located near Gwynne, Alberta. The trail itself is about 4 kilometers, and the first kilometer of trail had a large number of chickadees and other early spring migratory birds, which was apparent even from the small parking lot. This particular trail is on privately owned land by some residents of Gwynne, but it's open to visitors. The trail is set in a valley with a small river running through it, and the CPR tracks running on the opposite side. From the old signboards on the ground, it looked like it was previously named the CPR Canyon, but I feel like the Chickadee Trail is more appropriate, and it's fun to say. We saw a number of bird feeders and nesting boxes set up for the birds, and we spotted one nesting box that had been used by wasps to form a colony, and then had been ripped apart during the winter by some hungry birds. I was amused to see that several of the boxes had used old Alberta park signs. It was kind of fun trying to read the signs and figure out what they said. The initial white birch trees gave way to large pine trees, which towered into the white sky, and the forest itself became quieter. I spotted what I believe are powdered camouflage lichen growing among the moss on a log, and I also saw a small plant managing to grow in the leaf litter. I was dazzled by some brilliant white fungi shaped like clamshells growing on a fallen tree. Some of the birdhouses were hand-painted and added a splash of color to the otherwise brown landscape. We reached a section where the melt runoff had formed a thick, slippery layer over the trail. Carefully, we persevered and moved onwards. On several birch trees, I spotted woodpecker activity, with telltale small holes drilled into the surface with a near surgical perfection. This small river, whose name I couldn't find on any maps, trails up into the higher ground and eventually to the two-way highway just south of Wetaskiwin. Following the river the other way, it joins a larger river in Gwynne. On another pine tree, I spotted what I think is mountain wolf lichen, along with some yellow lichen. I also spotted the grisly remains of a few patches of fur, which I think might have been part of a porcupine. And of course, I couldn't come to the Chickadee Trail and not feed some of the chickadees. On our way back, I spotted an old stump with a green stain fungus growing on it. Apparently, it will produce small mushrooms, and their hyphae produce a pigment that gives them their striking color. The river showed evidence of the beavers having been out, judging by this recently felled tree, and we retreated to the train tracking its way through the valley, echoing and drowning out the birdsong.
There was an odor right over there. It smelled very distinctly of skunk, and we've also been seeing some mysterious poops that appeared, kind of looking a little bit diarrhea-ish, in various colors, yellow, brown, but very soft. I hear something behind us.
I turned around, but there wasn't anything visible. The rustling was likely due to a bird foraging for food among the leaves. Of course, I was grateful not to meet the producer of the poop. As always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.